Do not use the existing toe board on the track. You need to lay down tape 1 meter from the edge of the sand pit onto the toe board and lay it down, flattening it out. As a coach, make sure you mark the number of steps that your long jumper takes in order to do a legal jump. You'll measure that in practice, and you will measure before the start of competition where that jumper starts from, lay down a piece of tape, and then write their name so they'll know where to start. You will need several volunteers to run the long jump. Somebody who will serve as the official who is going to record the distance of the jumper, and 2 individuals who will be measuring the distance of the jump. You also will need somebody to rake the sandpit after each jump. A legal jump requires the jumper to take off from on or behind the toe board off of 1 foot. That was an illegal jump because the long jumper's foot went over the toe board. This is an illegal jump because the long jumper took off from 2 feet. You're required to take off from 1 foot. Long jumper must be able to clear 1 meter. This long jumper barely cleared 1 meter. Probably not the most appropriate event for this student athlete. That's a legal jump, which we'll now mark. The measurer puts the 0 end of the measuring tape at the impression closest to the toe board. The other measurer pulls the tape tight, and we record the distance from the end of the toe board, which in this case is 8 feet, 3.5 inches. The recorder writes that on the clipboard on the score sheet. Okay. Mark. You always take the impression from the place on the long jumper's body that's closest to the edge of the runway. In this case, the long jumper had her hand go backwards, so we're measuring from the hand impression all the way to the edge of the toe board, which in this case is 7 feet, 7 inches. When the long jumper leaves the pit improperly, you take the measurement that's the last impression to where he or she left. In this case, you can see that our measurer is measuring from the footprint all the way to the toe board, 6 feet, 7 inches. This is an illegal jump when the long jumper comes and exits the sand pit onto the runway. Whenever there's an illegal jump, you raise the red flag indicating a foul. On the score sheet, you'll see that there's a black line that divides divisions. You always run your competitors only in their division. In this case, you'll see in Division 1, there are 2 long jumpers. Each long jumper takes 3 non-consecutive jumps. 1, 2, second attempt, 1, 2, third attempt, 1, 2. You then take the best distance of the 3 attempts and write it into the final column. If there is a foul, you will write foul for the attempt.